1 second for the interpreter. 531-1214. So go ahead and give that number a call if you need Spanish interpretation. It's going to set up a conference call where you can listen to spoken Spanish. As we go through the slides, we'll have a signer. So for example, it's me right now on the spotlight. And again, I suggest you use speaker view so that you can see the 4 boxes on the Zoom call, maybe 5, depending on who's up. There could be more. But right now, you should typically just see 4 people on speaker view. And if you end up having a question, we'll have the panel and breakout rooms where we can answer your questions. But if you feel like you do have a question, there's the raise hand function. You can see it. There's a little icon on the bottom of your screen. It says reactions on the bottom if you click there. You'll see there's a hand button. You can go ahead. And I want to see you all give that a shot right now and all raise your hands so I can see you all do it. Just like me, there's the little hand in the corner. So I want to see all of you do it. Okay, great. Let's see some more. Oh, I see an applause. I see someone have clapping hands. Okay, great. I see other raised hands. Any more? I'll have everyone try to raise their hands. Okay, great. I see a thumbs up. Perfect. And again, it's at the bottom of your screen under reactions. If you click reactions, you can raise your hand or you can clap, give a thumbs up, show me that you have a question, any of them. There's tons of reactions to choose from. Awesome. Oh, also, if you raise your hand, I'll need to wait for us to spotlight you before you ask your question. Okay? Okay, great. Oh, and also, if you are curious and have a question and do raise your hand, you could also type it in the chat. That way we can have someone who moderates the chat to make sure that I don't overlook or miss your question. If you don't understand something and need clarification, please raise your hand and stop me. Yeah, anytime you can say, oh, I just need clarification or more information about this one topic. That's no problem. I am happy to answer any of your questions. So, and if you realize your hand is stuck on your screen from your reaction, you have to click to unreact. Okay, is there any other questions about the communication guidelines? I want to see if, okay, we're all good. Okay, I think we're all good. Hi, Loki. Anything else? Doesn't seem like it. No other questions? Okay, great. Okay. Let's see. Okay, then the chat. Do we feel like the Spanish interpretation is going well? You were able to successfully join? And you can see the ASL. Okay. So are we all set with the Spanish interpretation and ASL interpreters are easily seen? English can be heard? And again, if you want captions, you can click on the captions button on the bottom of the screen. There's a button that says CC, which will open the live transcript if you click on the CC. I think that's all of the guidelines. I think we covered everything. Let me just double check. Okay, I don't really see anything else. So I think we can go ahead and get started. Are we ready? Yeah? Okay. I'm seeing some nods. Great. Well, I hope you all enjoy this evening, and thank you so much for taking the time to come and observe our open house. We really, really appreciate it. And I think I saw some of our former students here. Hey, so exciting and good to see you on. Hey, hi, Ang. Okay, hi. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead. Who's next to be spotlit? All right.
Hi, hello again. Hi, everybody. Okay, so just want to give you the rundown of what we're going to cover tonight. We've already completed the welcome, so hello and welcome again. We can check that one off our list. So communication guidelines have already been covered as well. So now we would like to show you all of the programs that we have available. We're going to start with PIP, which stands for our Parent Infant Program. After that, we will look at our ASL IT, which is our ASL Infant Toddler Room. And then we will focus on the Rosen Preschool, which has 2 classrooms, a bilingual deaf and hard of hearing classroom, and an ASL immersion program. And then we'll go over how we use Story Park, which we use SP. That's an acronym for that. And that's the system that we use to communicate with our families. Also, we were going to cover our COVID-19 precautions and explain about our summer opportunities. We do not go on vacation during the summer. We're going to still be in session, and we're really thrilled to be doing that. And then finally, we will have our family panel, which will give you an opportunity to hear from our other families who already have children in the program or have had children in the program. And then finally, we will end with some breakout rooms so that you have an opportunity to ask your questions of parents and staff. And so that's what our program's going to look like this evening. Okay? All right. So now we'll move on to the next spotlight, the PIP program. Karen? Oh, yeah, can we get Karen and Jessica as well up on the screen? I mean, Karen, Jessica, can we get her up on the screen? Yeah. Okay. Jessica. There she is. All right, there's Jessica. Sorry about that. All right, great. Cassie here. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for coming to see us share about our programs. I am Cassie Owens. My name sign is like this up on my colorful hair. I'm an early language coach. I provide direct services to families who are involved in the PIP program. Anna, would you like to introduce yourself? Hello, my name is Anna Dodd. I'm the director of the parent-infant program and a direct service provider as well. Karen, hello. I am Karen Philo House, as you can see. My name sign is like this. I'm an early language coach as well, and I work with deaf and hard of hearing babies and toddlers. And Jessica? Hello, my name is Jessica, sign name on the side of my face with a J. I'm the admin assistant for the PIP program. And the last name you see on the slide, I'm sorry, my lighting is not great this evening. I'll try and fix that in a moment. You see Avella on the slide there. That is actually the first intern that we've had with the program. I don't think they're here this evening, but we have the name there because they are involved with the program. And thank you for reminding me to mention that. We also have another staff member, Savannah. She's also an early language coach. Oh, she's here. Yay, let's spotlight her. Can we get her up here on the screen? Oh, there she is with her baby. Oh, hi everyone. I am here and we're here together. So happy to see you all. Yeah, and Savannah is on our team. She recently had a baby and is on maternity leave right now, but joining us this evening for this event. So good to see you. I know, look at this little one. I want you to be able to see. Okay, Karen, do you want to take it away? Yes, I do. Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy you're here tonight. And we can learn some more about the parent-infant program. PIP has been around for a long time. It started in the 1950s. So that's how long it's been around. I mean, we're an institution. And we use different modalities of communication and provide different opportunities, a variety of opportunities for children to communicate. Some use receptive and expressive sign language. We also use English, both receptively with, notice I'm saying receptively with your eyes because you might be finger spelling English, or lip reading, but we also use our ears for receptive English. And also we learn reading and writing. We have so many different modalities that we employ. We always respect a family's home language, like Spanish, Chinese, or Farsi. It's important to us that we respect the family's language. So during our home visits and all of our service provision, that is an included aspect. I think that's all that I have right now, so I'll turn it back over to Cassie. I'm so sorry, I have this just intense sunlight coming through. Let me fix that before I go on. That's a little better, there we go. It's springtime though, we can tell with all this light. Okay, so we provide service to 3 counties, King County, Pierce County, and Snohomish County. And we serve the whole range of children, deaf, hard of hearing, someone who has unilateral hearing loss, or someone who has auditory processing issues.
Auditory neuropathy.
Or someone whose hearing is still developing, microtia. Is not sure how to voice that word. Sorry.
Microtia and atresia.
Thank you. So I just wanted to mention all that because commonly people assume that we only serve deaf children, and we actually serve a very broad spectrum of children and families. Back to you, Karen. As I mentioned earlier, one of the services we provide is home visits. During those visits, we teach and model, coach the parents so that they can communicate directly with their children. And we also offer an ASL class on Zoom. And a new service offering is ASL Lab, which is, if you've ever taken an ASL class, but then feel that you just need more opportunities to practice, you can join the ASL Lab and we assist you in practicing your sign language. So that's another way that we support you.
And if
you've fallen behind, particularly in your ASL class, we also have the opportunity to support you in catching up in that lab. We also do some community events, meeting in a variety of parks throughout town. Those are really fun. Oh, what did I miss here? I'm just looking at my notes. And when your child is approaching 3, understand the PIP program focuses on birth to 3. And so when a child is approaching the age of 3, like around 2.5, we start connecting with their school district to support that transition into the school district's program, if they're eligible. So that's another service that we provide, is that transition service. And we have so many resources, and we're so happy to share those resources with you parents. And you'll have an opportunity later to ask us any more questions that you have about our program. Cassie here, can you switch the slides, Sam?
Interpreter switch. We're a language-focused program, but we also support areas of development as well. We do analysis for cognition, social emotional development, and self-help. There's another thing.
And gross motor function.
Gross motor function, and really any area where you feel that there needs to be a more intense analysis and support. We also work on pre-writing and literacy skills. We want to make sure your kid is successful with their reading abilities and competent with their development of
theory of mind.
We think that's really important for a child to develop. We also develop spoken language, as Karen mentioned before. We support training for spoken English, as well as Spanish or whatever language you speak at home. And it's really fun for us to do the home visits when I learn another language with you and your family. That's always fun with me. And I also wanted to put out there with what Karen had said. I actually think that's it. Yep. I think we're done. Okay, so there's a few pictures here of our current students in our program, of them playing outside with their siblings, playing with their parents, or reading. And if you want to see the videos, they're so cute. I've posted them in the chat, and the kids are reading stories themselves with their mom, signing the stories, and it's just really cute. And so I've posted that in the chat if you want to take a look. One moment. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yep. It really just spotlights what we do with families, or highlights. Thank you. And thank you. Anna's saying thank you. Karen is saying thank you. Hey, my name is Sam. I'm the lead teacher here of the infant and toddler room. I want to introduce my team. There's Cassidy. Hello. Oh, she beat me to it. Okay. Do you want to introduce yourself? Yes. Hi, my name is Cass. I'm the classroom assistant in the infant and toddler room with Sam. Hi, my name is Tia. This is my name sign. I'm the classroom aide. Hi, everyone. There's another person who's not here, Kaliona Heneheo Kalani. I don't know if they've arrived yet, but you'll meet them. Our infant toddler room is a place where the children can get native signers language modeled to them out in the open to deaf and hearing families who want to use ASL at home. We work in collaboration with those families, as well as PIP to support those families. We use a 3-to-1 ratio for students to teachers. And our priority really is deaf and hard of hearing students, deaf blind, deaf disabled children. We have a lot of staff support to take care of the children. We also accept CODAs and SODAs. We really care about the family's ability to sign at home. And we serve a wide range of people in our community who want to be a part of our program. CODA means a child of a deaf adult. The term SODA means a sibling of a deaf adult. Thank you, Annie, for asking for that clarification. This is what our classroom looks like. This is from the fall. And, you know, we smile a little bit because throughout the year, everything just feels new with our expectations. When we look back to where we are now, we feel like we've learned so much in our space, and it definitely doesn't feel or look like that anymore. Okay, I'm going to pass it off to Nate. And Cass is saying thank you, and Tu is saying thank you. Hi everyone. I'm going to wait for my other team member to join before I go ahead and begin. There they are. Hi, Misty. Hi, Nate. Okay, first we'll introduce ourselves and then we'll go through everything. My name is Nate Elliott. Some of you may be familiar with me, you know my face. Some of you are new faces, and we're really excited to have you here seeing our program. But before I continue, I'll pass it off to Misty. Hi, my name is Misty Haggard. This is my name sign, and I'm the classroom aide. Hi, it's nice to meet everyone. There's really 3 staff in my classroom who works with me every day. We have 2 one-on-one assistants for the whole class, including me, Nate, and Misty. And our classroom can hold up to 15 students. We currently have 7. We serve deaf and hard of hearing students who use ASL and English because it's a bilingual classroom. But because we use ASL in the classroom, but we also use reading and writing English as our emphasis of English. My philosophy as a teacher is I don't want to fill the student with knowledge, but I want them to realize their potential as a student learner. And by that, I encourage their ability to use various different ways to communicate and use language to learn. So that's what we do. And we support families by explaining them and showing them what we see as teachers. We can say, we recognized your child was signing 3 different signs today in a sentence. Or we can tell them that, oh, your child was really good at socializing with other kids and tapping them to ask to play. And that's a new skill we've noticed. So these are the kind of conversations we have happen often throughout the year, and sometimes every day. And because of that, parents are our partners in this education. And we really focus on matching your family to our program. We want to work in collaboration with you and your child to prepare them for success as they transition to kindergarten. So we started our preschool with 1 classroom, and we've now upgraded it to 2 classrooms. We have the deaf and hard of hearing classroom, and we have another classroom for hearing children who want an immersive experience. The same is as with our classroom, the other classroom has a deaf teachers, but the students are CODAs and SODAs who want to experience an immersive ASL classroom. And so we offer that. And so now we have 2 classrooms that offer to ages 3 to 5. And both of the classrooms can hold 15 students. I just wanted to make sure everything looks good. Am I getting all the points? Yes, I am. Okay. So that was my classroom. And I want to make sure that the deaf children are able to develop an identity, a positive identity. And we want them to develop it on their own. And how we do that is by showing them representation through the staff members we have here, through sign and modeling language in sign. And we also model our deaf culture as well. And so that's how we give opportunities for children to figure out who they are and what their competencies are and who they can become by viewing themselves in a positive fashion, in a positive light. And everyone will tell the deaf children themselves that they're deaf.
We recognize everything else about them.
As teachers, we recognize everything else about the children and not just that they're deaf and their deafness. Okay, beautiful. And then one last thing I want to throw out there. There's that idea of encouraging students to find their language. And that's really inspiration from our Reggio, Emilia concept and philosophy. The sign is Reggio, it looks like this. And that started in Italy. And really, we want the children to find their knowledge through various different abilities, like music, dancing, art, poetry, physical play, construction. All of these things are language that a child can show competency through. And we really value that because in other programs, they really focus an emphasis on language only. So I saw a question pop up and I want to answer it back about the classroom. So with our classroom, we have two classrooms. We have the preschool for the deaf and hard of hearing children, and we have the ASL immersion program. They're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 3. And we serve the students every day from 9 to 3. Okay, I'm going to let the ASL immersion classroom go ahead so you can meet the teachers there. And remember, if you need a Spanish language interpreter, there is the number in the chat. You can go ahead and call to join to listen to this presentation in Spanish. I just wanted to show you a few snapshots of our classroom. Here it is. You can take a peek. But it's really based on home environments. That's where we got that feel from. We want it to be a natural place where kids can feel connected to the outside world inside our classroom and for it to feel like home. And we really follow the image of the child in our classroom. And so what they see in the classroom is what they've created in the classroom. Okay, I'm going to cut myself off here and pass it off to the next teachers. Next up, we have Caitlin. Great, thank you.
We're going to switch interpreters. Hi, hello. Hi, everybody. Okay, I feel like we're missing someone, but we're not, because Emily is involved in our classroom as well. And I'll explain why. So Lynn and Caitlin, would you go ahead and introduce yourselves? Lynn, you want to go first? Sure. Hi, I'm Lynn Gallo. I'm a teaching assistant. That's it. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to see you all here this evening. I am Caitlin Rogers. This is my sign name. And I'm one of the lead teachers for the ASL immersion classroom. Yes, and I am Annie Leoneda. And I also see Emily, who will not be presenting at all today. Emily is involved in our classroom as a classroom interpreter. Recently, Nate gave us a great explanation of our educational philosophy, which we also utilize in our ASL immersion classroom. We believe that children are already skilled. All we're here for is to expand their opportunities to explore their curiosity and to figure out how the world works. So we're there to encourage. So how do they do that? They do it through play. Because play is how they learn. And you might wonder, well, why do you have a classroom full of hearing children? So as you might know, ASL is actually recognized now as a foreign language in many universities. And so we thought, why not start early? When children's brains are ready, they're like sponges, and they're really ready to have another language presented to them. Maybe they could learn, why just settle for bilingual? Maybe they could become trilingual or quadlingual or polyglots, right? Because we speak more languages here in the US. So we do structure our program as a bilingual program. I myself am deaf. I do not speak at all. I'm always signing. Caitlin is hearing, so she both signs and speaks. So SimCom is what we say for when you're trying to speak and sign at the same time. We try not to use that. We use either one or the other so that we can be modeling the languages appropriately. Lynn also signs, and that's why we have Emily there, because we have a classroom with hearing children, and sometimes hearing children who already have English ability, they come into our classroom and they're not quite sure how to communicate with myself or with Lynn. So our wonderful classroom interpreter, Emily, is there to interpret what those children are saying in spoken English, so that myself and Lynn can make sure that we're catching everything that's happening for the children and maintain our involvement with them and help them work on developing their visual receptive skills. And so we are making sure that we're utilizing that bilingual bicultural approach with ASL, deaf culture, and English and hearing culture in the classroom at the same time. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Oh yes, we serve children with communication disorders, or maybe with language processing issues. Maybe they're even struggling with English. Some children who are struggling with English find it easier to express themselves in ASL. I'm sorry, Caitlin, were you trying to add something? Oh no, that's it. Yeah, just that collaborative work that we do, exactly as you were saying. We just want to emphasize in our classroom that ASL is not only for deaf people. ASL actually serves many different kinds of children. It can be beneficial to a very diverse group of people. So that's something that we really emphasize. We talk about, why do we sign? Well, it's because there are so many benefits to signing. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, that we really need to honor and value the diversity that's out there. And it's important that we start early with that. I mean, when that's our speciality, as it were, is that we're modeling that and showing that to these very young children. Yeah, and like Nate was mentioning, our educational philosophy is the Reggio Emilia philosophy. It's very famous. And part of that is the 100 languages. You might wonder what that means. That means that there's not just one way to express ourselves. There are 100 ways to express ourselves, 100 languages in which to express ourselves. It can be singing, dancing, drawing, painting, whatever it is, that's your language of expression. And we have hundreds of them inside of us, and every child has hundreds of them. And so our job is just to make sure that we are accepting and honoring the way that that child is deciding to express themselves and help them grow in that. So yeah, I think Nate gave a great explanation of
the philosophy.
The philosophy. And oh yeah, we have a couple pictures to show, don't we? Yeah. Here's a little insight into our classroom. We don't have formal pictures because we believe that our classroom should be set up for the children to be child-centric. And so we work with them to try to figure out different ways that we can set up the room. And kind of that similar idea that we want the children to be engaged and involved in kind of the layout, the setup, and making the things that are in our room. So yeah, hopefully you can see that most of our pictures are actually of the kids just engaged in learning and in fun and in play. And that really represents our values. And like Nate said, yeah, our rooms are constantly changing because we want to constantly be receptive and responsive to what the kids need at any time. So yeah, thank you all. Thank you all. It's great to be here tonight. Hi again. I'm back. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be short. You have to put up with me again. I just want to talk about Story Park. This is the app that we use to collaborate with our families. So we take pictures and videos on a daily basis and do documentation of our observations of your child and their development. It could be their social emotional development, their mathematical skills, their English literacy skills, whatever it is, we document those and then send that to the parents. And so that way you as parents can look at it and even ask us questions, or at least have that information in the back of your mind so that maybe you're seeing the same thing happening at home or something different. We put new signs that the child is learning in there.
If you're seeing signs at home that you see at school, and that way we say, oh, the child is signing that. And so that way we can build a bridge between what we learn at school and what we learn at home.
We also don't just want to show you what's happening at the school. We're actually asking you for information about what's happening at home, because a lot of development happens at home. And so this is a way for us to kind of share and collaborate and make sure that we are having, you know, all that information all wrapped around about what's happening for that kiddo. In the ASL infant toddler classroom, they're also sending the daily routine so that you can see, oh, this is when my kid was last slept. This is when my kid ate. And maybe that weekend, then you can try to follow a similar schedule for consistency's sake. Or you could, it might actually help you to set up that kind of rhythm that works for your child. And we're trying to be consistent in that way. So we do quarterly assessments of development in both language with those milestones and cognitive development milestones. And we share that with the family so that you know where your child is at and what to expect to see emerging next. And we go through your child's education step by step, skill by skill with you. I want to demystify that idea of child development and really help you as parents see what we see. And help you speak our language, or help us all speak the same language. And we might share, you know, you could share that with your aunts and uncles. If you have other family members who want to see how your kiddo's doing, you can invite them to join the app as well. And we will save all of those notes and all that documentation from the years, and you can keep those all for yourself. And through that app, we feel really strongly connected with our families. Okay, I promised you I'd be short, so I'm cutting myself off here. Oh, I see.
Kaliona Heneheo Kalani.
They're a teacher in the infant toddler room. They recently showed up, so I want to make sure that they have a chance to introduce themselves to you. And then we'll move to the next part of the presentation. If you don't mind, Sam, could you spotlight
Kaliona Heneheo Kalani. And Michaela as well.
Come on. These are very important people. We want to see your faces. Hi. Hey, it's good to see you. I'm so glad you could join us tonight. Right now, Kaliona Henehea Kalani is at the ocean.
Okay, we also want Michaela. Kaliona Heneheo Kalani, do you want to wave? Say hi to everyone.
Hi, yeah.
Kaliona Heneheo Kalani has deaf parents. And that way we have representation in our program of our community and who our community is within our staff. They are a CODA. All right, one more very important person, Michaela. Welcome.
Hi, everybody. Michaela, would you like to introduce yourself? What's your name sign? Sure, yeah. I'm Michaela. My name sign is this. I'm just so happy to be here. Yeah, we have a nice big group this evening. We have a lot of people who invest their time and their heart into this work that we do. So we're so happy to have this great team. So thank you. I'm glad that we got to see you guys. And we're going to turn it over to the next presenter.
Interpreter switch. Is it me? Pamela is asking. Oh, we're waiting for Jessica. Okay. And Serene. Serene. Someone just asked in the chat, this is Pamela, if they could have the slides. We are more than willing to send out the slides if you want them for yourself to read up more closely, I'm sure too. I know the text is small. Okay, this is a little bit of the boring part, but we'll get through it. Jessica is saying the four of us, me, Pamela, Anna, and Serene, we are your admin team. We do the emailing, and the emailing every day. We want to make sure that you know the best way to contact us. First, you could email us at that education@hsdc.org. That's our email for the four of us to get into contact with us if you need it. The second way you can contact us is through StoryPark. You could send us a direct message, a direct comment on StoryPark. You could make a post on StoryPark. You could post a picture. There's so many avenues you can take on StoryPark. And so we encourage everyone, if you haven't yet, please sign up on Story Park. I know there's a few families who haven't signed up yet, and so I will send those invitations out again. I want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to be involved in this community as much as possible. And Pamela, this is Pamela. Yes, hello. I know many of you have concerns about COVID and school. And so I just want to let you all know that our staff is required to be vaccinated and to be boosted as well, have that extra support. Also, we do daily screenings for the staff members. And we also, I know our area doesn't require it, but we still mask up every day. All the staff wears masks. And we can't force ages 0 to, or excuse the interpreter, 0 to 5 can't be vaccinated yet, which is why we still have masks. And so we're going to be continuing with that policy because of safety. If you have a more specific question or concern about the pandemic policy, you can go ahead and reach out to us. But we do follow the information given to us by the CDC. And we strictly adhere to it. Okay, I'm going to pass it off to Serene. Hi, everyone. My name is Serene. This is my name sign. I am the administration assistant here for the Rosen Family Preschool. It's nice to see all of you. For on-site access,
Enrollment.
Sorry, excuse the interpreter. For on-site enrollment, there's a link that I've just posted in the chat. It's http://bit.ly/RFPAPPLY apply. If you click on that, it should have a registration form, which you can fill out about information about yourself, your family, who your student is, and how we can contact you. And then we can send you another form and have all the paperwork given to you to help start with that process to join our program. Also, if you've been thinking about tuition, we collaborate with many different avenues. For example, SPP, which is the Seattle Preschool Program. We also work with
Child care resources,
and tuition assistance as well. If you're curious about the program and you want to register your student, but you have concerns about the cost, please don't. This program is for everyone, and we want to support all families, and we really want to encourage you to apply. Please, we really appreciate it. And so now I'm going to pass it off to Jessica. Me or Anna? Oh, excuse me, Anna. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming here tonight. Again, I am the manager of the PIP program. Our enrollment process is a bit different than Rosen. You need to qualify through the state analysis to prove that you have a deaf or hard of hearing child.
state assessment.
State assessment, excuse the interpreter. Our services are free. They have no charge included. And our finances are supported through the state and early achievers support and ESIT as well. Early support for infants and toddlers, as well as the Department of Children, of Youth and Family Services. If you have questions related to referral processes and how they go for your area, you can find the contact information on the last slide. Or you can contact any one of us and we will be more than willing to give you that information. Thank you so much. And I just wanted to keep it simple. Thank you. This is Pamela. Okay, now for the family panel. Yay. Okay, let's find those families. I think we need to spotlight other interpreters for the family panel.
If you're in the family panel and you can raise your hand using the raise hand feature, that'll make it easier for us to spotlight you. If you're in the family panel, go ahead and raise your hand. There we go. Annie's our moderator. Who else?
Oh, hi, June. This is Annie. Hi, June. Hi. Beckett misses you. Jonah's saying, oh, so cute. Chu and Loki, hi. Hi again. Jim and Amy, hello. Is this the panel? Let me know if we missed any family. Raise your hand if we missed you. Okay, interpreters switch.
This is Annie. Hi there, I think we've got everyone. Let's see. Oh, just one moment. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and get started. I have a few questions ready. We've got 4 different families here with us tonight. If you guys could go ahead and introduce yourselves. Maybe you could tell me something about yourselves, a bit about your background, a bit about your children who are participating with us. Oh, I'm sorry, we've got more joining us. Just one moment. Hi, everybody. So I want to make sure we're all set. So if you could just briefly explain who you are, if your child previously joined our program or is currently enrolled in the program. Who would like to go ahead and start? Okay, Jonah. Hi, my name is Jonah. I'm the father of a 6-year-old boy. And we are in the Rosen 3. Time has gone really quick. We're in the program, I'm sorry, this is the interpreter. We're in the program in 2003, so time has gone really quick. Thank you so much, Jonah. Let's see, who would like to go next? Hi there, Loki. Hello. This is my wife too. And our daughter is Layla. And she was in the program recently. She was in the same class with Jonah's son. And now she is also 6. And so she's in an elementary school.
Bernie Elementary.
Thank you. Yep. She's in Bernie Elementary. And we just really enjoyed our experience there with the parent-infant program and also being at Rosen School. It was wonderful. Thank you so much, Loki. I appreciate that. This is Annie again. And who do we have next? Let's see, maybe Jim, Amy, do you guys want to share? Do you guys? Yep, Jim and Amy, go ahead. Saying hi, I'm Amy. Hi, I'm Jim. And this is June. Her name sign is like this. Yep, there's June. She's 8 months old. 7 months old. Great, welcome. Thank you so much. And she's deaf. And Annie's saying, great, thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you guys here on our panel.
So she's involved in the program and in Rosen preschool.
Okay, great. Thank you. Let's see. Seeing who we should go to next. There's Anne. She's the little girl who's there. She was with us last year. She's saying, hi, Anne. Hi there. We miss you so much. Are you enjoying kindergarten? Are you having a good time in kindergarten? She's saying yes. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, you're enjoying it? Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, that's great. I'm glad that you love your teacher. Oh, good. Diana, do you want to go ahead and be next introducing yourself?
Me?
Yeah, go ahead, Diana.
Hi, my name is Diana and she's Darian Celeste. And we are working in the parent infant program. We are with Cassie Owens and she's wonderful. She take us step by step and also with a lot of subjects that we can show Darian to listen. She has auditory neuropathy on the right side. So we are enjoying this program a lot. Thank you.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit about yourselves and about your child. Thank you. Okay, so now I have a few questions ready that I'm going to ask. And if you'd like to go ahead and answer any of the questions, you can just use the raise hand reaction, or you can just go ahead and actually raise your hand since you're on video. So either of those would work. So I'll go ahead and start with the first question, which is, what do you love the most about either the parent-infant program or about Rosen? So what do you love the most about your experience with either of those? And anybody can go ahead and get us started. I'm sorry, this is the interpreter really quick.
We're gonna have an interpreter switch. Okay, so this is Jonah speaking. And I have a son who was adopted from India who is deaf. And really, he had no language when he came from India. So we got him home and we realized we need the PIT program, but we were not eligible because the cutoff is at 3. So we were not eligible for that program, but they still said, why not come ahead to Rosen? And I had a lot of trepidation at that time because he was new to us. And I wanted to make sure we had that time because for so many years, for 3 years, he hadn't been signing. So we decided to put him in the program, and it was really the right decision. Because if not for that, our son would not be where he is now. He is greatly developed in his signing skills. He is completely visual, and the program really matched his needs because he was just learning how to play. When he was adopted in India, there were no toys, there was no direct communication. He would really wander, you know, with no direction and just vocalize to himself. So it was almost a visual culture shock for him when he came into school. It really blew him away, but it was a great time. It was a huge time for learning. So for my son, that is how he developed the most. So now he's 6, and wow, can he talk? He'll talk until we're just lost it and we're dead. So we have Rosen to thank for that. Oh, wow. And he is saying, I love that story. And I really want to thank you for that description, Jonah. That was so great. And Loki, did you want to ask? Okay, 2 is speaking now. Okay, so my daughter is in the school. And when I was pregnant, I was thinking like, maybe I should apply to the PIP program because I knew it would be a full signing environment. So I was wondering, what do I do? I want to have that connection. I want to have that signing, that early visual growth. So I realized that rapport and that connection, what I could also continue in my lineage and my language and my culture, that would continue on to my daughter for her benefit. So I'm really thankful for that exposure. And Loki would like to add, and I just want to add in here what the PIP program is a champ, and Rosen as well. The reason why I'm saying that is because the signing staff cannot be beat. They are champions, and that's what we need. We need an active signing models for us. And it's our belief, you know, that the Reggio Emilia philosophy is great. When I arrived, and I was moving around, and then my daughter arrived. And
Yeah, our daughter was very active, and she would go between different activities frequently.
so what we wanted was something that would blend in with how she was. So we had the signing, and that is key because the communication is key, and we want that to be clear. But also, we believe that incidental learning and that awareness that happens in a natural environment is so key to development. And I just think that is a valuable part of PIP and the Rosen preschool because they integrate that fully in their programs. Well, thank you so much, Loki. And 2, definitely, I would say that your daughter is very active. I miss her a lot. She was always dancing and having a good time. I would say, hey, teach me some of your moves. I'm not a great dancer myself, so we would have a ball. So I don't know if anybody else wants to add their Amy, Jim, do you want to add anything to what your experiences were?
Yeah, we can add. There's so many things we love about both from Rosen and from the PIP program. You know, we are both hearing, and so really at Rosen, we have a full immersion for our daughter June, both with ASL and of deaf culture, which was really important to us. And they feel like family when she's there. They've not only support her, but they've supported us, both Pip and Rosen, in giving us opportunities for us to learn ASL so we can provide as much language for her as possible. And we're just so thrilled with how much she's grown and developing, and she's starting to sign, and it's just so beautiful to see.
Yay. Wow. Congratulations all around. So what was the first word that June signed? Do you remember her first sign?
Her milk was first, and then next was what?
What? Okay. That's very cute.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and with the PIP program and HSDC, those have been really, really helpful and beneficial for us in navigating, all of our opportunities. The PIP program helped us get into Rosen. They've connected us with multiple, my dog's getting in the way, multiple programs, and the weekly ASL classes have been huge for us in learning sign and speaking with June, and our families have been able to join, so they're taking part in as well. It's just been an amazing, awesome opportunity program.
Wow, congratulations, great. Yeah. And Diana, did you want to mention anything else about your experiences with the programs, or do you want us to move on?
Hello, my name is Diana, and it's the first time I am listening to the sign language learn in early childhood education. I work in a program ICAP in the Pasco School District, and I was mentioned to my coordinator I am interested to teach sign language because I have some children, they are using the sign language and I can't understand. I was and I want to look in resources in my community, where or how can I get that classes. And thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I didn't realize we had two Dianas there. Okay, great. Okay, so thank you for expressing a little bit about what you love about the PIP program and the Rosen Preschool. Does anybody else have any other points that they want to talk about, either about PIP or Rosen? Some of you mentioned the ASL classes. Are there other things you want to mention about the services that you received, if any? Okay, Jonah. So we have the same, is this Pam?
That's Pamela. Jonah's saying he was spoiled by me.
Okay. Because Pamela would go with me to the elementary school and she would support the family. So we knew that we would be supported well with the classroom teacher, with Sam there. And so we felt more confident. At first, we were very overwhelmed about our son. I'm deaf myself, but still we wanted him to have full language support and instruction for where he was. So Cody?
Bodie.
Okay, Bodie really provided that because he supported all the needs that we had at that time. So we're really spoiled and we benefited a lot from having a smooth transition in that process from Rosen to elementary school. So they really collaborate very well. The teachers collaborate greatly, and that was a smooth transition for my son. Thank you so much for sharing that, Annie is saying. And Loki, you wanted to add. So I wanted to say there were 4 amazing people who were involved in my daughter's life. So Pamela and Anna Dodd, Karen, and Savannah. So those 4 tremendously helped the 2 of us with all our concerns about transitioning, how to do that, transitioning from the car, and transportation needs. Thank you, Annie. So that was tough. And they were all very instrumental. And that was eye-opening and wonderful for me in helping things worked out. So I really do feel a little bit spoiled from the 4 of those people. And I would say that our work in terms of making the schedules work, it was great to have open communication and clear communication the whole way through. And I love the 4 of them. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much. I see Amy and Jim. Did you want to add anything? And we're going to have an interpreter switch as well.
Go ahead, Amy. Okay. Yeah. So another thing I love is that how great both Pip and Rosen work together. Really feel like it's a team approach, supporting us as a family, and helping us, with decisions and everything. One thing we're working with Cassie on right now is like how to read stories in ASL to June, which is really fun and exciting. We can still use some practice, but getting better every day.
Yeah, I would like to say Story Park is awesome. I love Story Park. It's a fantastic, quick, easy way to communicate with the whole team. And we get to see, what went on in the classroom, how much fun they had, what activities they did. It was just really awesome to see June playing with everybody and learning, reading stories. I can't say enough good stuff about it.
Yes.
Yay. Well, thank you. Yeah, reading with babies, now with my own 5-month-old. I really enjoy that process, and I really look forward to more signing story time with you in June. So I see Pamela popped up on my screen. I know we've been chatting. We could go on and on and on the whole evening, really, we could. So I'll give it over to Pamela. Oh, and Annie, I think, or Anna is here too. Anna Dodd. Do you want to join us, maybe? Anna, where are you? Oh, I think I see Anna Dodd. Hello. Okay. So, well, the 2 of us really just want to say thank you for joining us. And I think I forgot to say it before, but I'm the director of the preschool. So just so you know, I forgot that. And, we set up some breakout rooms now. So there are 4 rooms. You can pick which one that you'd like to join. Go ahead and find the name, and then you'll click on the name. It'll pull up on your screen in just a moment. And if you can't figure it out, just stay here, let us know, and we can help you out to join the right room. So this will give you the opportunity to chat with teachers. You can chat one-on-one with them, and it'll just be a smaller group discussion. So thank you to Anna. Do you want to add anything? No, I just want to say thank you for coming tonight. I really love to see families and their experiences. So thank you for your time and joining us and for sharing about our program. Wow. It's really been a great night. Thank you. Okay, so now you should be able to see it pop up on your screen. So you can see there are 4 options. There's a blue square there, and it'll say join. If you want to type in the chat which room you're interested in joining, then I can go ahead and move you to the appropriate room. And Annie's saying, I don't see it. Oh, maybe. It should be open.
Okay, you are in the right place then. She's asking, do you guys live in Tacoma? No. Oh, I live in Tacoma. And Sam's saying many of our families also live in Tacoma. Yeah, it's a challenge for some of them with the commute. We also have some of the staff who live in that area as well. Yes, it's definitely one of the challenges for both families and staff is trying to figure out that commute. I assume maybe that's kind of what you're asking about. Yes, I'm a teacher. For 6th grade science. And I teach in the morning. I start at 6:30 usually, around there. Oh yeah. I think Loki also mentioned earlier too that the parent infant program team was really supportive with the commute and trying to support the family with that. Is your child deaf or hearing? Hard of hearing. Okay, great. Yeah, so we'll definitely be able to, you can work with the PIP program and we can help you with that. So that's something that we could continue to talk through and see what we can do, because I know that transportation issue can really be a challenge. We've talked about setting up a location in Tacoma. We'd really love to do that. So yeah, right now, unfortunately, it's not really feasible for us to do that at this time because of the licensure, because of setting up a space and all these different factors. But we'll be able to provide, the services that we can, at least in Seattle. And hopefully there's a way for families in Tacoma to make their way to us for now. And was there something else that you wanted to share? She's saying, yes, I'm so sorry. I've got to go. I've got to catch the ferry. All right. Take care. Have a good night. Oh, hi there. I see Shelly. Shelly, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Hi there. Were there any specific questions that you have that I can answer?
Shelly is saying everything is very new.
Yeah, I understand. How old is your child? I'm trying to get a good look. I can't quite tell.
6 months old on April 3rd. Qué bueno, qué bueno.
That's wonderful. Let's see, right now I'm thinking through the students that we have. We have 4 babies who are in our room, and all of them have just started to crawl and are just barely started to walk all at the same time. Oh, how cute. What a sweet child. And Shelly, I wanted to ask you, for your names. I'm not sure if you're both present there. Or...
Es que están ahí. My name is Araceli and my husband is Roberto.
Oh, wonderful.
Pues,
Nice to meet both of you. And are you guys interested in having your child join our program?
yes.
Oh,
Qué
that's
bueno.
wonderful.
Pues, ¿qué se sienten que quieren saber hoy día? ¿Qué información quieren hoy? ¿Hay alguna información específica que buscan? No. No, we everything's so new. It's like we don't even know where to start. Está
I'm
bien.
sorry.
Ann, ¿quiere comentar?
Yeah, I just
Ann
wanted to ask.
dice, ¿cómo se hace la seña para español? Pregunta. Pues Sam dice es así, español es la seña para español. Hay dos maneras de hacer esa seña.
I think it's because of the cape. The cape for the matadors. So that's why they sign it that way, I believe. I believe that's the reason the sign is like that. Oh, I love Spanish, is what Anne's saying. Yes, it's great. Yeah, I really want my child to learn some Chinese, which is what we're using. So we use some Chinese with my child. We use English. We use American Sign Language. And then also some Spanish and Korean. That's great. And Sam saying for me as the teacher, one of the things that I want to do with supporting families in the classroom is really showing our value for the languages that are spoken at home. So we know that students are coming to us to learn American Sign Language, but we also can work with the families to provide information in whatever printed language they need, whether that's Chinese or Spanish. We can make sure that the printed language that we have mirrors what the child is learning at home. And so that when they come to the classroom, that they're seeing that in the classroom as well. We also have books that we sign. And so we worked with some parent infant program families, and they have children who use hearing aids. And they might want their child to learn some spoken language, such as spoken English. And so that's something that we can arrange and we can set up to have somebody who can help give them that exposure to spoken language as well. Because we really do want to accommodate families and find somebody who can really support what they would like to do for their child and really show that we really value all of the languages that your child is using at home as well as in the class.
That's great.
Sorry, I had to use my voice for this one. Right now, my baby has a nanny because he doesn't really like drinking formula, so he's pretty underweight. And the daycare center that I inquired with said that if, because they're not one-on-one, that it might not be the best fit. And so I worry that he'll not starve to death, but he runs on his own schedule.
Yeah, let me think. I'm also waiting for the Spanish interpreter to get caught up so that we're all learning together. We really do want to support each family with doing whatever that we can to make that happen. With our classroom schedule, it's not something that's set in stone. And so every day can be different. And so we really do value having a established routine for the classroom because we're trying to build a structure, and we do that through routine. And that helps the kids feel safe, and it gives them a little bit more freedom so that they can feel that they can participate because of having that structure. Without any foundation, then they would just be running rampant. And so we really want to do what we can, though, to accommodate each family. And if that means that a more frequent feeding schedule or whatnot, we can really work together with parents to make sure that that's happening and to make sure that we're on the same page and continue to communicate and work through that whole process together. And saying my baby doesn't like to sleep. Sam saying, yeah. You can see Michaela's laughing. She's saying a lot of babies don't like to sleep. And saying he just wants to play all the time. Sam saying, oh, I understand that. And saying, yes, touch everything, play with everything. Sam saying, yeah. And then when kids come to our classroom, often we see that they have that FOMO, the fear of missing out. So often the babies have the fear of missing out. They don't want to sleep and miss something. Also, we just have to, remember, a lot of these are pandemic babies at this age. So they just haven't had that access to the socialization. And so, that's just part of their life and where we're at right now. And so we believe that, it does provide a challenge for us as teachers. And we really want to embrace these kids and support them through that. We know that they're coming into kind of a new world now, this kind of post-pandemic world. Yeah, so we see that a lot. Our program, it follows the Reggio Emilia philosophy that was developed in Italy. And basically what that means is that we like to do a lot of play. We see that play is an avenue for learning. And so we have several children right now who are learning to walk. And that's really taught me a lot. It's really shown me that that process of learning is something that we give up on too easily as adults. We see something as hard, and with children, we see the tenacity in them to just keep on persevering, and they never stop learning. And that's something that we just really value. We see that as they play, they're learning and they're becoming proficient. They're developing their understanding of the world and how it works. Okay, I guess we've got to end it now, but it's really nice to meet all of you. And Michaela saying it was nice to meet all of you. And saying thank you.
Thank you very much. Mhm.
All right, we'll wrap it up.
Adiós, adiós, buenas noches.
Shanta. The word.
Cass is saying, hey, Audrey, hi.
Oh, Isabella. Isabella.